Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to course chemistry. Today we are going to discuss about the importance of UV visible spectroscopy or application or significance of UV visible spectroscopy. As we know that there are numerous applications of ultraviolet visible spectroscopy. Some of the more important application of this spectroscopy is discussed here. The first one is structure determination. Since different chromophore absorb ultraviolet visible radiation at different wavelengths, it is sometimes possible to identify the absorbing chromophore in unknown compound by comparing the wavelength of its maximum absorption with the absorption characteristics of known compounds. However, it is usually not safe to conclude from the UV visible spectroscopy alone. UV visible spectra are best considered in conjugation with infrared and nuclear magnetic resonance spectra. UV visible spectroscopic technique is best used to decide between possible structure after the main functional group and skeleton have been determined by other means. It is, however, possible to make some generalization. For example, if a compound does not show any absorption in the 200 to 800 nanometer region, it certainly contains no conjugated olefinic system, no carbonyl or benzide system, while the strong absorption between 200 to 250 nanometer region indicate the presence of conjugated system of two unsaturated unit, और we can say that के कोई यहाँ पे दो डबल बॉन्ड हो सकते हैं. Moreover, the strong absorption about 270, 300 or 330 nanometer may be due to the conjugated system of 3, 4 or 5 unsaturated unit respectively. Color compound almost always consist of a conjugated system of more than 5 unsaturated unit. A low intensity absorption around 290 nanometer is usually due to aldehyde or ketone. A medium intensity absorption at about 250 to 300 nanometer often indicate the presence of benzene ring. So we can say that कि हम लोग स्ट्रक्चर को प्रिडिक्ट कर सकते हैं, एग्जैक्ट स्ट्रक्चर हम लोग डिटरमिन नहीं कर सकते. The next one is analytical application, that is qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis. Since UV visible absorption bands are usually intense, small quantities of an absorbing substance can easily be detected. For example, the presence of trace of benzene in cyclohexane, which is produced by hydrogenation of benzene. Ultraviolet visible spectroscopy can also be used for qualitative and quantitative analysis using Beer-Lambert law. The concentration of a single absorbing substance in solution can readily determine from the equation, that is A is equal to epsilon Cl, by measuring the absorbance A of solution at the wavelength of its maximum absorption, provided that the absorptivity of substance and path length are known. The next one is kinetic measurement, कि हम लोग किसी भी रिएक्शन का रेट फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं by the use of UV visible spectroscopy. The UV visible spectroscopy provide a powerful tool for the determination of rate of many reactions which involve a change in absorbing group. The rate of reaction can be measured by following either the decrease in absorbance if the reactant is absorbing species, or increase in absorbance if the product is absorbing species. Then the absorbance can be plotted against time either directly or after converting them into concentration unit using the Beer-Lambert law. The next one is determination of ionization constant. Ionization constant of an acid or a base can be determined from absorbance measurement if the acid or its anion absorbed radiation, if both absorb radiation if at different wavelength, or if both absorb radiation at the same wavelength but to different extent. Here is the equation for the ionization of an acid. The pK of acid can be determined by measuring the absorbance of either the acid or its anion or both at their respective wavelength of maximum absorbing at the various pH, and plotting the graph of absorbance against pH in case. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल जैसे यहाँ पे हमें इस पिक्चर में शो हो रहा है कि एसिड और उसकी कंजुगेटेड बेस का ग्राफ जो है प्लॉट है. एट द पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ टू कर्व्स द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ एसिड एंड इट्स एनाइन आर इक्वल. और ये जो इंटरसेक्शन का पॉइंट होगा इसे हम कहेंगे दिस इज़ पीके ऑफ एसिड.